Hi, I'm Stephen Hand from Archery Supplies, and the other day we unboxed a container, and these are a couple of boxes which I didn't show you in the video that we unboxed. Now these boxes, I have no idea what's inside them. I can have a guess they're compound bows. They have this little logo on the side here. So we're going to open these up and we're going to have a look what's inside and see what they look like and see what it actually is. Now, a lot of people last time commented on my knives and they said you should make some comments about your knife. And I was like, what I should do is I should grab the knife my dad gave me, because Dad gave me a whole bunch of knives before he died. And I was like, I've got no idea where any of them are. They've either disappeared or in the shop or somewhere. Or actually, Dad's got a whole bunch of either my knives or his knives. I was like, the only knife I've got that I can find that's my dad's knife is this knife, and it's a bread knife. Now, it's actually a really good knife. It's a shun knife. And Dad said to me, they cut really easy. Dad said to me, he said, do you want this knife for Christmas? It's a shun, really expensive Japanese knife, right? Multiple things in the blade. Now, it comes as a set, and there's details on the back there. They come as a set. And Dad goes, do you want these knives? Do you want this knife for Christmas? And I was like, yeah, I suppose so, like that'd be fine. And so Dad gave me this knife. This was the last present I got from my dad before he died. May he rest in peace and God bless and all the rest of it. And I checked my PayPal account, and Dad actually used my PayPal account to buy me a Christmas present. Yeah, I was like, okay, that's good. I brought myself a Christmas present. But it is a really good knife, and I should probably get the rest of the set of this knife. Now, the story of this knife, Dad loved knives, so he's got a whole bunch of kitchen knives, and he's got hunting knives and all the rest of it, lots of knives. And so he's buying these knives, and he brought that knife, and it wasn't the one he wanted. He wanted a different set. So he ended up with 2 full sets of shun knives, and this was like the odd one out. Okay, so this is a spot on bow. There's no logos on the side, so you have no idea what's in here. Now on this, I'm just going to make a comment about the artwork. This is my poodle, and that's the artwork. Can you see some similarities there? Because I'm hoping there is similarities, and that's what we want to achieve in the artwork, because we thought it was a pretty cute little dog. Didn't we, darling? Yes. So she's always with us. So we'll have a look what's in the box. Oh, now this is one of my favourite bows. Okay, so let's first off start with what it is, because it may not be the bow I think it is. Okay, let's start with what it comes with. It comes with a basic little arrow rest to hold the arrow in place, which is cool. It comes with a little basic hunting sight. It comes with a stabilizer. And look at this, it comes with instructions. And most of this is in English, which is really handy. It comes with a little spot on thing to tell you what the strings and axles and how to adjust bow poundage, how to adjust weight, how to fit the stabilizer, how to fit the arrow rest. Never dry fire the bow, because that's generally not a good thing. So instructions are good. Not that anyone ever reads them, mind you. But this is the bow. Now I'm really, really happy about this bow. And I'll explain to you why. Now this is a pretty basic bow. It's a twin cam bow. They're with yokes, top and bottom. You're probably thinking, oh, why do you care? The limbs themselves are covered in metal. So if you were to dry fire this bow, nothing's really going to happen. It's got a thing there for sight, so it takes a standard sight, plunger button, little stabilizer thing there. The cable guard is stainless steel rod with a basic cable guard. Now this here, finger savers. Why do you want finger savers? Well, this is a kid's bow. This is aimed at between a 6 and probably a 12-year-old kid. With the twin yokes, the advantage of a twin yoke system is you can tune the cams to take out cam lean. The disadvantage with a twin cam is if these strings are slightly different, one wheel will advance over the other wheel, and you'll get like a little lump when you pull it back. So instead of it being smooth, one will rock first, then the other. And what you've got to do to fix that up is adjust the timing of these cables so they're exactly the same length. So why am I excited by this bow? All my reviews are based on price point. Is the bow good for the price point that it's based in? Now this bow is in a great price point for beginners. Metal riser, fiberglass limbs, metal wheels, and full fast flight strings. Most of the kids' bows, and when I say most of the kids' bows in this budget are plastic and fiberglass, and they're just rubbish. This bow, the other kids' bows obviously from like PSE, the mini burner, which has been downgraded for 2018, the Diamond Edge, are generally more expensive, and parents don't want to pay that much for that type of bow. And a lot of them aren't suitable for fingers. What you've got here is you've got an adjustable draw length. So as the child grows, or for an adult, this can be adjusted to that draw length. Now you're going to say, what does it adjust from and to? And I haven't done that review yet, but we will when we do this review. But the price point on this bow, now I haven't priced it yet, but let's pull a number out the air. Let's say 140 bucks. That's Australian dollars. It's going to put it at, close to half the price of the mini burner, quarter of the price of the Diamond. It's going to make archery affordable for kids, ladies. Like, can I draw this? And this bow is suitable for men as well. The bow's very, very light. The grip's narrow. It's comfortable. The bow probably weighs, it's definitely under 3 pounds, and we'll do that in the test. But I'm really excited by this bow because it opens up a new market for me. It opens up the market of giving beginners decent bows with decent strings that they can shoot with fingers, or if they want to get more advanced, they can pull these things off and fit a D-loop and shoot with release aid. But most kids and most beginners just want to shoot with their fingers. And instead of selling them a recurve, this gives them the option of a compound. So I'm really happy with this concept of a new bow in my store. And we're going to name this bow straight after my little puppy. So we can call this Marla. So it's going to be the spot-on Marla. And it's probably going to be retailing about $150, which I think is pretty good. That's where I think that's just off the top of my head. So we may put arrows with the kit yet, because it's got a sight and all that. But the fact that I fitted these string things, it's just so good. It's just really, really good. So super happy with that. I think it's quality, and I'll shoot this bow in the review that we do. Now, on that point, if you're shooting with fingers, don't shoot this arrow rest. When you shoot with fingers, the arrow comes out left to right. This arrow rest does not cope with left to right. This is for release aid shooting. So don't shoot this if you're going to shoot thing. We'll just probably fit a stick-on arrow rest to it. But it's nice that it comes with it. It's all pretty good. The cable system's like a Hoyt. There, if you can see that. It wouldn't be my preferred cable system. It'd be my preferred cable system to have a normal yoke system, but it is what it is. They do this obviously to create balance, but let's just have a look. Is there cam lean? And to me, it's perfectly dead straight. So I think this bow will shoot pretty good, and I'll probably do the review with fingers. I'll probably do one with a release aid, and we'll run this bow right through its little paces and see how it is. But the grip's nice and narrow. It's nice and comfortable for a kid to shoot. And it's, yeah, anyway, let's open the next one. So this whole box will be filled with these bows. So once again, this bow box has no marking on it whatsoever. It's still on the outside, so it's still a spot-on logo. Does it look as good as the Hoyt box? No, the Hoyt box looks a lot better. So that's going to be my first thing. So if you're trying to compare this product to a Hoyt, the new Hoyt Carbon riser bow, the box on the Hoyt looks heaps better. Let's see what's inside this box. Now, okay, so we're going to start. Look at that foam. The bow's encased in foam. Now, unlike the Hoyt, which is a $2,000 bow, which they fit a bow case to in the box, and they don't put the bow inside the box, in this scenario, the bow's inside a foam container, which is just absolute genius. So let's have a look what's in here. Now, why would you put a bow inside a foam container? You're going to ask. I'm going to say, good question. To protect it when it's being shipped around Australia and shipped overseas. Now, the bow itself comes with an instruction manual, which is great. The logo and with full instructions. Now, the draw length on this bow is adjustable from 23.5 to 30.5 with a rotating module. Now, the bow comes in two colours. It comes in a black and a camo. Now, this is the camo one. It features these little things. Now, that stops the limb bolts getting stripped out and makes it easy to wind up and down the limbs. The cam system is a twin cam, similar as you'll see on the basic Hoyts, the $400, $500 Hoyts. Your basic Matthews, your Matthews Craze, your Mission Craze, the Mission Hype. This is the same sort of cam system here. Metal cam, rotating module on the back here. Really easy to adjust. It's a twin cam. So the yoke's here, split limb, metal limb pockets, stainless steel cable rod, silencers, fitted with a peep sight, limb dampeners, and there's your little spot-on logos. Now, when you compare this to your $2,000 Hoyt, clearly the $2,000 Hoyt is better. The graphics are better on the limb, on the Hoyt, but this is not priced at the same as the Hoyt. This is based at the beginner price point. It has the same features as a Hoyt for a two-piece quiver, which is really, really lucky because the bow comes with a two-piece quiver, which fits straight on down there, which is cool. Now, the Hoyt two-piece quiver sells for roughly $200. I know because someone asked me today. This comes with the bow, and it's clearly not a $200 quiver. But once again, we're comparing price points. It's not a $200 quiver, but it is a bow quiver, which is cool. It comes with little spacers to space out the quiver. And it comes with a whole bunch of Allen keys to adjust poundage, draw length, and all that, which is really cool. And a lot of people say, when I buy a bow, why doesn't it come with Allen keys to adjust draw length and poundage? Sometimes they don't. This one does. So, the poundage on this bow, I've got no idea. I've never drawn the bow back. I haven't shot it yet. The grip is rubberized grip. It feels narrow. The balance on the bow, it's not bad. It's slightly top heavy. The weight of the bow, I'm going to guess, is about 3 pounds, a little bit over 3 pounds, maybe 3.3 in physical weight. It feels quite nice. Now this is using the Vista camouflage. It also comes in black. Now the dipping process, I'm going to say, is not as good as, you know, your $2,000 bows, but this is not a $2,000 bow. And you're going to say, well, how much is this bow going to sort of sell for? And that's a good question because I haven't worked it out yet. But let me just throw a number at you. 200 Australian dollars. And as soon as you go $200 Australian for this bow, you're talking the cheapest compound bow, almost, in the market. The only compound bow cheaper than this is going to be a pure round wheel bow with steel cables, which is really garbage. It won't be a cutaway riser like this. This is basically the cheapest compound bow in the market. Now let's just draw this back. Now the cable system is a normal straight yoke system here, so you can time the cam. So I'm just going to draw this back with my fingers, and let's just see. The timing is spot on. The cam lean is just spot on. It feels pretty nice actually. The draw cycle, I'm just going to draw it back. It feels pretty good. Now this is currently on, oh God knows what number. So the numbers go from 1 to 12. I'm hoping you can see down there. This is on a number in the middle somewhere. So it's obviously a draw length in the middle. But overall, for the price point, I'm pretty comfortable with this bow. It doesn't have the metal things over the limbs to stop the bow if you dry fire it, stop the bow blowing up. But a lot of bows don't. So the limbs are actually thicker where it goes through the axle. You can see how it increases. Now that's trying to save the limbs blowing up if you dry fire this bow. But the cam profile itself, I'm just going to zoom up. It's a pretty nice cam. The draw cycle, it's solid. Starting to valley there, and then it's a dead stop back here. There's nothing. So I'm going to be super keen to try this bow and do a review on it, see what sort of speeds we get, and see how I shoot with it. See how I shoot with the $200 bow compared to, you know, your American bows, which are going to be around $500, then versus the, you know, $1,000, $2,000 bows. And you're going to say, well, you can't really compare a $2,000 bow to a $200 bow. Of course I can. And exactly that's what you want to do, because if you're a beginner getting into the sport, you want to know the difference between your $200 bow, your $2,000 bow, your $500 bow, and even your $1,000 bow. In fact, I had a guy come in my shop today and he was shooting a $500 Hoyt. And people are going to say, oh, you're bagging Hoyts. He was just shooting a Hoyt. And he didn't think there was going to be much difference. So I said, oh, look, you can shoot any bow in the shop, just go for it. So he liked the look of the PSE Supra. So he goes outside and shoots the PSE Supra. Just with a little biscuit arrow rest, a basic hunting sight, same as I do all my videos with. And he comes back and goes, oh, I want that. He goes, I shoot better groups with that, with a hunting sight and a whisker biscuit, than I shoot with my Hoyt with all the target gear. Now that's exactly what you need to know. You need to know if you're going to shoot better with a $200, $500, $1,000, $2,000 bow. In fact, I find people shoot pretty good with PSE Stinger, which is $500. So I'm going to be really interested to see how I shoot with this bow. But overall, it looks nice, and super interested to give this bow a go. And the fact that it comes with all this stuff like limb dampeners, let's say they're worth 20 bucks. Well, it's a $200 bow, they've added limb dampeners. Okay, it's a $200 bow, they've got a bow quiver. Let's say the quiver's worth 30 bucks. So now I'm back to $180, $150 for the bow. It's not a bad little, for the price, for someone who doesn't want to spend much, someone who's recreational, providing this thing shoots, and I think it will shoot, because I like the cam profile. It's not a bad little thing. I mean, it comes with the peep sight. Peep sight's $10. It's not bad. So interested to give this bow a spin and sort of see how it goes. But I like the look of it, and we'll give it a spin and see how it shoots. Now I'm also, when I test this, I'm also going to test maximum poundage, minimum poundage, so you know if you're a beginner whether this bow is suitable for you. And I also want to check the draw length, because as you shorten draw length, sometimes the poundage drops. We want to check that also, because that's really important. But overall, I love the packaging. I love the manual. You know, maintenance, everything you need to know is on there. It's a pretty good little package. So I'm Stephen Hand from Archery Supplies. I think you've seen most of what was in that container. Now there's some things you haven't seen. And I'm just thinking what you missed. There's some things you haven't seen. You missed the LED lighted nocks, which are really affordable LED nocks, which I'm going to show you how they work. And I think you've seen everything else in there, except for one thing which I haven't found yet. But you've seen most of the things in that container. So with that, in the next reviews, we're going to review some of the recurves that came out of that container and have a look at them, and that's the next videos. Thank you for watching. Bye.